and just get...
Now, this is where it gets interesting. I did not let you guys in on what this segment was going to be.
Just keep it secret.
I want natural reactions, all right? We're going to be doing another Would You Rather. This time, we're doing the tight end edition. Now, I gave you guys some names. I said go watch some film on them, generate some strong opinions. They're names we all know, but you got to have a refresher here and there. And on this segment, we're going to be doing Would You Rather Brock Bowers or the list of tight ends I provided. Now, the reason I say this, Brock Bowers is having a historic,
he's a rookie
historic rookie tight end campaign.
He's on pace to break Puka Nakua's record, right?
That and to take the offensive rookie of the year race away from Bo and Jaden.
I don't know.
So I think now, you may and me not think that, but it is circling the league.
This is a tight end breaking wide receiver record.
Exactly. Yep. And I think now is the perfect time more than ever that this guy gets the recognition, and what better way to do it than with a Would You Rather. So let's start it off. Brock Bowers, Would You Rather, Sam Laporta.
Brock Bowers. Sam Laporta is kind of a bust this year.
Okay. I can see it.
Last year,
I was gonna
Sam
say,
Laporta.
Dude, we heard the same storyline to Sam Laporta last year.
No, but arguably, is this what happens to Brock Bowers, too? He just falls off?
I was just going to say that.
I was just going to say, we're watching Sam Laporta, more than anyone because of fantasy. He's having a little bit of a sophomore slump. He's still producing, just not great.
He's like mid.
Do we know that Brock Bowers doesn't do this next year?
And that's what makes it different from the Justin Herbert one we had earlier in the year, because Justin Herbert has shown consistently he's going to be this.
This is Brock Bowers' first season.
Exactly.
So we have no idea.
But what does make me nervous and why I give him so much respect is he's had no good quarterback play and is still doing this. So they might.
He also has no other weapons around him.
Exactly. They might draft a Cam Ward in the first round next year.
Yeah, but now if you do get those other weapons around you, that takes away from his.
That's very true. That's very true.
This could also open.
But is
it
it not interesting? It's an interesting topic to have. So the next name that I present to you guys: Would you rather Brock Bowers or Mark Andrews? This is a big
Current Mark Andrews?
That's the thing, is pre-injury. We'll do this. Prime Mark Andrews then.
Prime Mark Andrews.
Like last year, pre-injury. This is a hard one.
I'm taking
because
Mark
you're gambling on what is Brock Bowers in the future.
It's hard to say because
isn't this good? This is why I wanted to bring this up.
I don't think Mark Andrews is anywhere close to where he is without Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
I think it's a connection.
So you think that Mark Andrews is because of his quarterback?
Absolutely. It's a connection they have.
That's a little funny, though, because you are the biggest Lamar critic.
Coming from you.
Yeah.
But I respect it.
I just made a face at the camera.
Yeah, I saw that. Caught that.
But am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
So with that being said, I would take Brock Bowers.
So I was going to say, honestly, if I'm starting a franchise right now...
Because you guys just said he's doing it with no weapons around him and barely a quarterback.
I'd investing my pieces and I'd go Brock Bowers as well. I hate saying it because Mark Andrews is one of those tight ends. He can block, he can catch, he's athletic.
I'm not taking anything away from Mark Andrews.
No, exactly.
But
when you're starting a franchise, you need to think logistically here.
Yeah.
Like we need to have
who
can
do more with less.
Yeah. Yep. Next name that I offer you has had a little bit of an up and down career. Still young. Still has put plenty of potential and opportunity. Would you rather Brock Bowers or TJ Hawkinson? Now, keep in mind, this was a first-round draft pick in 2019, I want to say, to the Detroit Lions. Same class as Noah Fant. And he's had great numbers, great production, and has been traded to the Minnesota Vikings 2 seasons ago and has still put up great numbers, great production. Unfortunately, has sustained an injury, but he is back this season and has been doing good. But in comparison to what Brock Bowers has done, where do you sit? 100% Brock Bowers.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I like TJ Hawkinson.
Nothing against TJ Hawkinson, but you don't hear as much about him as I've heard about Brock Bowers.
Well, keep in mind this season is because he didn't come back until week 7.
Yeah, he was hurt.
Yeah.
He tore his ACL last year in the late season.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, there's nothing you can do about an ACL tear.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
But as you said, if I'm building a franchise,
you want to go with the younger option that's producing. Yep.
Yeah.
Nick, where are you sit with this?
I really like TJ Hawkinson. If we're talking right now, post-injury TJ Hawkinson, I'm taking Brock Bowers because I feel like there's less risk.
Completely understandable, mind you.
Pre-injury TJ Hawkinson, I think I might take him.
I'm with you on this one. I love TJ Hawkinson. His upside is crazy. He reminds me of a faster, more elusive George Kittle, which we'll get to. Now, here's a fun one. I want you to take away the bias in this. Would you rather Brock Bowers or Travis Kelce? Wipe out the critics
right now,
of
Travis
the Chiefs.
Kelce?
No, prime. We have to go prime.
I feel like you should go prime to be fair.
Easy Travis Kelce. Okay, not even a question.
Right. I just wanted to see where we're bringing
I don't like him as a person, but I respect him as a player.
There you go.
Because
I have to take the same approach that I took with Mark Andrews.
I hate to say it, but I think Travis Kelce's a lot of what he is because of Patrick Mahomes' ability to
Nah,
get
he
the
was
ball
doing
to
that
him.
with Alex Smith too.
He did do it. Yeah, he did do it.
Not
Not
to
to
the
the
extent.
level, not to the same level, but he did do it with Alex Smith.
With that being said, trusting you guys, I would go Travis Kelce. Though.
I was gonna say I can't
Because he is really all around
yeah,
guy.
yeah. Just to respect history, what he's done, his accolades.
He's easy a top 5 tight end.
I
But
have to
nowhere
go
close to
Kelce.
Gronk.
I have
Nowhere
to go
close.
Kelce.
If
I
you
hate
guys
that
argue
conversation.
Gronk and Kelsey, you're wrong.
I hate
Gronk
that
is
conversation so much. Gronk is the greatest tight end of all time.
better. Easily,
By far.
Easily.
It's
I don't even
it's
know
not
why
even
it's a debate.
close.
I don't even
Yeah.
know why it's a debate.
Yeah, you can't.
And
It's,
not one of us are Patriots fans.
yeah,
No,
it's
we're not just like
disrespecting.
I watched that guy fucking torch the Broncos defense season after season after
he had
season.
that one-handed catch
Yeah,
for the
I'll
touchdown.
I'll never forget that. Never
I mean,
forget
he's
that.
had
It's
how
every
many-
highlight video.
How many back surgeries and stuff just to come back and win another Super
He
Bowl?
was
with Tom
still
Brady and the
badass
Bucs.
with the Bucks. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
he caught 2 touchdowns in his last Super Bowl with
Yeah,
Tom
I
Brady
think
and the
it's
Bucs.
stupidity that's even a
Yeah,
conversation.
like it's disrespecting to Gronk to even
because let's
compare
be
the two.
real,
Yeah.
Travis Kelce plays more of a receiving position than Gronk. Gronk did everything.
Gronk- yeah.
Gronk
He
was,
was a
essentially an
big-time
extra
blocker.
tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gronk was a badass player.
Bro,
I mean,
Gronk would carry 3 corners and a safety after.
Oh,
caught a
he'd
ball.
have he'd have the ball and carry the whole defense on his back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's why he got hurt so often.
sticking with some big names right now. Would you rather Brock Bowers or George Kittle?
George Kittle.
Right
I
now,
love
George
how
Kittle,
quick you
or
were.
are you sticking with
I don't
Prime?
care if it's right now or prime. George Kittle is George Kittle in my eyes.
George Kittle is
George Kittle is
never-
my
That's true.
go-to.
I'm taking George Kittle.
He's the
regardless.
49ers offense right now. Arguably.
yes,
You
yeah.
saw when
That's
they played
true.
the Seahawks without him, they lost.
Yeah.
They looked
Yep,
lost
They looked
without
lost.
him. Yeah.
They looked lost. Yeah.
It's true.
I
He's-
think
love
George
George
Kittle
Kittle.
is you got to be your go-to
Yeah.
because it's more than just the tight end. This guy is a locker room piece. This guy is a leader. This
He's
guy is a
like, he
voice
reminds
of
me
a
of
team.
Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Like, do you see all the clips of him with like him like
That's
making
true.
funny
I
faces?
think
on
I
the
fell
field?
in love more with George Kittle the night he wore a "Fuck the Cowboys" T-shirt on primetime.
Yes.
that was badass.
Yeah, he's just such a lovable guy. I
George
mean, he's-
Kittle is a guy that is a necessity to a good football team, and
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong, Brock Bowers could become that.
Yeah,
but
but
with
as
what
of right
I've
now,
seen and with what I can guess and what I know with the knowledge of the game,
George Kittle will be more valuable to my
exactly,
franchise.
Yeah.
exactly, couldn't have said it better. So this next conversation, I have you guys with it. So that was the end of the Would You Rather.
Okay.
What do we think of that? I thought that was a pretty
That was
interesting
pretty
take.
good.
To
I
do
That
this.
was
like
pretty
that.
good.
I
I
thought
like
for this
that.
one we had to go Brock Bowers. I
like
think it needs to
that.
be addressed. Actually, before we move on, what do we think that the fact that he's now in the race for Offensive Rookie of the Year, is it justifiable? Do we like it?
Absolutely. I
No.
mean, okay. Well, you guys
No,
want Bo?
give your
Okay,
explanation.
so
I want to hear this.
so
There's a case to be made.
this is similar to my opinion on MVP
With
with,
the running backs
running
and
backs.
quarterbacks. Yep.
So I think that these spots should be for more than just a quarterback.
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
Brock Bowers
agree.
is the whole Raiders offense.
Whole season.
Literally,
The
whole
only thing
season.
they have to talk about.
In addition to Max Crosby, is the only 2 notable players that like come off the top of my head when
Yep.
I hear the Raiders.
Keep going if you have more to say.
What were you gonna say?
I'm going to use that same argument for Bo Nix. Is he not the
No,
Broncos' whole
I'm not
offense?
taking away from Bo Nix. I mean,
I want you to know
but-
I'm completely open-minded with this conversation.
I
No,
look-
like I don't have any problem with Brock Bowers winning it other than he plays for the Raiders. That's my only issue
Yeah.
with Brock Bowers.
But
Understandable.
like I've said it that I believe that Bo Nix does more for the Broncos than Sean Payton does. So I have to stick by my guns and say
What about
Bo
Jaden
Nix.
Daniels? Would they be
So-
like this without him?
absolutely not.
That's
He's a rookie
debatable.
quarterback too. So I mean, I think it's hard to say because
The reason I'm asking you this is that there's a
He's-
lot of debate going on between other podcasts, notable podcasts on TikTok right now that I've seen clips about, and people are like literally hating on the Broncos and the Commanders and getting like pissed off at the fact that fans want to see one of them win the award rather than Brock.
I mean, if
Which
I
I'm
was-
not,
Crazy to me.
I'm not taking
Yeah.
away
All three
from,
deserve it.
Yeah,
All
I'm not
three
taking
deserve
away
it.
from
Yeah.
Brock Bowers. If he wins at the end of the day, congratulations, you earned it. No tight end's doing what he's doing right now. So I can see where the voters are going to say when we're going to vote this kid.
well, I mean, just to give you guys some career stats
Mm-hmm.
this far into the season, he has 90 receptions and 968 yards in the season.
We're not even. We
Now
have
let's-
3 games left. and
Let's
he's
compare this to
almost
TJ
1,000.
Hawkinson's career stats with 373 receptions and just under 4,000 yards.
He's on pace to do it in 3 seasons.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now you take away from TJ Hawkinson's injury, and maybe it's a different story because you got to factor in
That's true.
his
That is
injury.
true.
into it.
Yeah, but now put that in comparison to Sam Laporta.
Yeah.
What is Sam Laporta's 2 years looking
Well,
like
actually,
right now?
let me look at Sam.
'Cause that's
Laporta.
something to be considered. But like I said, I don't want to take away from Brock Bowers being out of this
No,
conversation
he's
just
an
because.
incredible talent.
Yeah, it's just more so of, is it justifiable and do we like it if it happens? But I hate how like feisty we're getting with, Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels cannot win this award. Why?
I think they're all like
They're
all in the
just
race.
yeah, they're all justifiable.
Yeah.
All notable. And if Brock does win, kudos to him. I'm not gonna hate. I mean, at the end of the day,
I'll hate a little bit, but
It's gonna hurt a little bit.
In the
It's
end, he
gonna hurt a
deserved
little
it.
bit.
He deserves it. He
But here's
earned
the
it.
thing: he didn't go to the playoffs. At least I can say that our team
Right.
finally is turning it around. If Bo doesn't win this award, it is what it is. There's
And
other awards along
that
the way.
he didn't go to the playoffs thing is kind of my argument for
Yeah.
Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels.
for
'cause
them to deserve it more
neither
than
of those
him.
teams
Yeah,
were
yeah.
expected to be where they
Well,
are.
let's put this in a perspective.
Did you get Sam Laporta's?
Yeah, Sam
okay.
Laporta's career receiving stats.
Keep this in mind. This is only 2 seasons.
Yes.
In current
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now.
But this is still going ahead against
Exactly.
Brock
Yep,
Bowers.
yep.
Brock Bowers had 90 receptions in not
so
even
far,
a full season.
So far, yep.
In nearly 2 seasons, Sam Laporta's had only 129. No, I shouldn't say only, but 129 receptions. Brock Bowers has 990 yards. Sam Laporta's got 1,445. You put Brock Bowers at the way he's producing right now. He's up to 2,000 yards by the end of next season. While Sam
Yeah.
Laporta's at
Mid next season, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, more late than
Yeah.
mid, but yeah.
But that's just a
That
comparison
right
for you
there
guys.
proves everything and
Yeah.
how great of a
That's
season
why
that
I would
Brock's
pick Brock
having.
Bowers over the tight
And
end.
exactly, like I'm gonna stand by my guy Bo. I'm gonna stand by it. I'm gonna go.
Well,
to
you
the
guys are
grave
Broncos
with it.
fans, so I
Exactly.
hope you stand by it.
And exactly, but if he does win, I can't sit there as a guy who loves football and be like, "Oh, he didn't deserve it." No, that
Oh, no,
guy
he
deserves
absolutely,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,